All right, I'm back. I'm back with the second book in Madeline Hunter's Fairborn Quartet. And as I left off the last review with The Surrender of Miss Fairborn, book number 1, I told you that that was a good base for the next story. Well, I have to tell you, The Conquest of Lady Cassandra, and I have read hundreds. This is the second series I've read by her, and she is impressive. And she is well on her way to being one of the ones that I reach for when I want to reread a series or reread a novel. She's excellent. That's all I can say. Even though the first book in this series was a little slow, wasn't it? It had a good base. But The Conquest of Lady Cassandra, she literally hit the ball out of the park. It was one of the best historical romance novels I've ever read. It's amazing. The Surrender drew me further into her world, but Lady Cassandra and Lord Amberry both intrigued me in the first novel because they play a big part in the first novel. And I think you have to have that background in order to get on board with this one immediately. And then when you add in Lady Cassandra's Aunt Sophie, who initially you just believe she's a side story. She's an elderly lady who has never married. She has traveled the country because she is also of the nobility. She has rubbed shoulders with the nobility, royalty over in the continent. She's just been the aunt that anyone could dream of. That aunt who never marries, who comes sweeping in during your lifetime. Well, now she has provided haven for Lady Cassandra, who also you will discover a little more about the scandal that you read about in the first novel. And we also learn what that involved and the result of it. We dart off into different directions with Aunt Sophie, and at the beginning you think that Aunt Sophie is just the humor that's added to the story between Lady Cassandra and Lord Amberry. His investigative skills leads him down a path that is shocking in the end. Not only does he step in to save Lady Cassandra from her evil brother, who she adored when they were children, but it's almost as if he cannot handle the elevated rank of his inheritance, because in her own words in the book, he has gone from a loving brother to this evil bastard that hates her, and she has no earthly idea why. He is manipulative. He is trying to manipulate her and Aunt Sophie, Lord Amberry, and he's going to figure out why. And I promise you, Miss Hunter holds the breath-catching that I'm used to her having, the heart-stopping that I'm used to her having in the Rothwell series. It happens in this book. I would have to probably read this book a couple of times to find the sentence, because I listened to this book and read along with it on Audible and Kindle, and I had no inkling of what she knocks our socks off with. It's fabulous. It's fantastic. The heat level is, of course, her usual, a good, strong 3. I give this a 5. There's no other rating I can give it, because when you blow me away at the end, I don't see it coming, and you still bring our hero and heroine into a love match and the happily ever after that we're waiting for, and in this case, a win-win-win. It's the Triple Crown. So I hope you enjoy it. I know I did.